Alissa from Planned Alissa, and I'm coming to you on a very early, what day is it? Wednesday morning, as I am filming this. I am on my way out to go do some chores. That's really the main purpose of my trip out this morning, although I'll probably work in a little bit of sourcing along the way. They're doing some road construction up here, so hang on, let's see what's going on. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Anyway, I'm coming to you from my car, and that means I have my car back. I had a little bit of an interesting end to my week last week. So last Thursday, my boyfriend and I, we went out sourcing. We actually had, some stuff we had to do in the morning, and then went out sourcing, and we were driving like all over. I want to point this out. Like, I mean, I don't know how many times, we went to a store, and, we parked and, shopped, and then, went to another store, and, we were on a road coming back where we had to keep stopping at lights and all this stuff. I want to point this out, like, because it was like, we really drove around a lot, and we drove back to my house, we walked the dog, we drove to the library, kind of picked some stuff up that came in, and then, then we were going back to his house, and just before, I pulled into his drive, the car felt just a little weird, just like the acceleration wasn't right or something. Pull into his driveway, and the car, stalled out. I put it in park, and it stalled out. And, I didn't even realize that it stalled out at first. He's like, well, what's going on? I'm like, the check engine light is on. And he's like, yeah, but your car's stalled. So, anyway, then we played around with it, but it wouldn't idle. It would start up, but it would just, sputter out. If your foot wasn't on the gas, it was not gonna, stay running. So, thankfully, we bought this car. That was back in, 2015, I think. It was pre-owned, and he actually paid for the platinum warranty, extended warranty thing. So basically everything should be covered, and he knew, he's a car guy, and this car is just I have a Mazda CX-5, and any new car, but especially this one, it's just a computerized mess. It's just all electronics and computers that keep this thing running. It's a far cry from at least the first cars that I was driving, which were there were some computers maybe involved, but not many. I was comparing it to, I used to have a 1986 Cherokee Wagoneer. Now when I had that was pretty old. I had that in the early 2000s. And that car always had something going wrong with it, but it was also I used to fix a lot of things that were going wrong with it because you could open up the hood of that car, and first of all there was space in there, you could have stored, you wouldn't do this, but you could have stored stuff in there. There was extra space under the hood, and it also meant you could kind of maneuver around in there and work on stuff, but you could tell what was going on. It was, with a little common sense, you could work on that car. You didn't really need to have, special training or anything like that. What is this in the road here? Dead fox. Yeah, it was a pretty basic, straightforward, I guess, car. And when you look at under the hood of this thing, it's just a mess. It's packed in there, and you can't tell what anything is. And it's you couldn't work on this car because it's just all computers and gizmos and electronic doodads and stuff. So anyway, with our extended warranty package, they were able to tow it. There was no charge for the tow. Tow it back over to the dealership. That was Friday. This was Thursday night that it conked out, and so Friday, and they were swamped on Friday, so they couldn't get to look at it, which means they couldn't get to look at it over the weekend, so I had no car. But Monday early, they got to it, and turned out it was a mass airflow sensor that went. They were able to replace that, and so far we're doing good. We were driving all around yesterday, and it was no problem. So anyway, but yeah, that led to it was an interesting week. Thankfully, I mean, I'm so grateful for my boyfriend, because not only did he, you know, take care of that whole warranty thing, but also he took care of, I mean, it was at his house, having it towed, you know, talking to the dealership, getting everything worked out. Like, I could, while he was doing that, I could get my listings done, which was what I was planning on doing on Friday, so I didn't need the car for that. And yeah, that's what I worked on Friday. Got all that done, got my stuff packed up over the weekend, and had them pick it up Monday. I was thinking that the car wouldn't even be ready Monday, or if it was, it wouldn't be delayed. The car was actually done before UPS showed up, so I had to wait around for UPS to pick up my packages before we could go pick up the car. But it all worked out, and it's all good, and we're all back to whatever this is, normal, I guess. But yeah, just been, there's always something, So yeah, we went out sourcing yesterday, Amazon stuff, and did okay. Wouldn't say it was a great day. There's all kinds of weird people out, like, working, maybe, or maybe he's just walking, I don't know. It's a strange morning, what can I say? Kind of cool this morning for June, anyway. But yeah, I'm gonna get my chores done today. Like I said, I got some stuff yesterday, probably get a few more things today. Then tomorrow we'll go out. That'll be like a normal sourcing day for us, and hopefully I do well. And then the plan is to get stuff listed Friday, maybe start packing it up Friday, if not over the weekend or Monday, get stuff packed up. So yeah, did not have as much stuff last week as I had the previous week. The previous week was insane. I had an insane amount of stuff. Last week, I still had a lot of stuff. Thinking like 250 items or so. So, I mean, that's a good week for me. That's a normal good week, not an insanely good week, you know. And it's been, I had like 2 big shipments that got there last week, end of last week, so they've been selling, so every day, you know, my Amazon totals have been pretty good. I haven't had a day under like $500 worth of sales in the past, I don't know, 4 days or whatever, so that's good. That's always very good. I like to have at least $250 for the day, so when I have a $500 day, it's like, oh, that's nice. But that's you know, and that's just gross sales. That's not, you know, profit to me. But when I'm, you know, checking my Amazon app to see, you know, how much is sold for the day, I like to see 250. That's like, you know, if I'm doing that, I'm like, okay, that's good. If I do more than that, that's awesome. And that's kind of how I look at it. What else can I keep you updated on? Not much else going on here. As I've said, have not been really keeping up with uploading anything on Merch or the other print-on-demand sites. I keep saying, oh, I gotta do that, but I haven't. I have been busy, and of course, you know, the car thing, it just, you know, even with my boyfriend taking care of it, it threw a little bit of a wrench into things. I mean, for one thing, I'm just, like, worried about it, you know, and I didn't know what was wrong, and didn't know if it would be fixed, and what is this guy doing? Okay. Yeah, so there was that, and we had to go pick it up. That was like an extra, I mean, it wasn't that big a deal, but it's, you know, probably altogether like an hour's worth of time that I wasn't going to spend, you know, normally wouldn't have spent going to pick up my car, so, you know, those little things. Yeah, when it was all said and done, thanks to the warranty, there was a $100 deductible in the warranty, so that's all I ended up having to pay, so that's not too bad. I can handle that. Yeah, so if you're buying a new car or a pre-owned car, one of these modern computerized things, definitely consider getting that, you know, extended warranty, because this stuff's gonna go wrong. It's just gonna be weird little random things, but, you know, it can add up, and you don't want the headache of dealing with that. And it almost means, like, I mean, not to, you know, bash like local mechanics and stuff, because, you know, I think they're great and necessary, but when you have one of these like newfangled cars, it just makes sense to like take it to the dealership, because they can see like exactly what's wrong with it and just, you know, replace it. Now that said, I mean, not every dealership is on the up and up, not every garage is on the up and up, but also, like, they do a whole inspection, anytime that car is there. And so they flagged, like, my tires as being in yellow status, which is like, they're okay, but you're going to need to replace them soon. We just bought these tires. They're less than a year old, and I don't put that much mileage on the car. So they're fine. They're perfectly fine tires. They're not in the yellow status by any stretch of the imagination. So, there's, like, little things like that where they're always trying to take advantage of situations. So it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. Good luck finding someone who's going to be totally honest and on the up and up with you. That is just the way that it goes. So yeah, that's all that's going on here in my reselling life, in my life in general. And I hope you guys are doing well, selling your stuff out there, doing your thing, finding the good deals and making money. And I will catch up with you in about another week. So far I've been keeping on this weekly schedule, guys. We'll see how it goes. But so far I have. And yeah, I'll just let you know what happens this week. Hopefully it's not as exciting and adventurous as last week. Just a nice quiet week would be fine. That would be fine for me. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I don't know if you find this interesting at all, but that's what I'm doing. That's my life. So there it is. Okay, guys, I will talk to you all again soon. And yeah, happy selling, everyone.